Yo, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Give y'all a little bit of time to tune in. Apologies to those, again, for the constant live changes. Yeah, it's been a long Saturday, even in all this rain. Definitely appreciate those who tuned in last night for the conversation. Appreciate definitely everybody that was a part of the conversation last night. If you missed it, catch the replay. But hopefully everybody's having a blessed and productive Saturday. For those in the city, hopefully y'all staying dry, man. Hopefully everybody is staying dry that don't need to be out tonight. Especially those in the city. We're we getting some of that backdraft from whatever storm is coming up this way. But again, just keep yourselves safe even if you gotta be out there. Marianne, what's going on, baby? Look who missed me. Oh, look who missed me. Oh, you finally woke up from your slumber. Oh, oh. Hopefully everybody that got something planned for this weekend, hopefully y'all, still keeping yourselves safe as possible, and doing what's necessary. Uh, yeah, tonight is gonna be a good wrap up on some things. Accountability is one of them. We got people in here that are not taking accountability for their actions and their peanut butter and jelly madness. You got some people who, again, just don't show no level of respect until they get checked. But I'll delve into that later. Right now, I do want to speak about something. I want to give a clear indentation to those who are lucky enough, and I'm speaking to the younger folks right now. The ones who are lucky to have mothers and fathers in their lives that actually care about them and want them to see them do good. There is a level of respect you are supposed to show regardless to how old you get. Now, I can understand some families and some cultures, they believe in, family being in the same household or just, staying tight knit, which is respectable. But even those people have rules and boundaries. The minute you start getting out of pocket with either parent, you got to go. Doesn't matter. The minute you disrespect or violate any of the culture you're not supposed to, you got to go. Seen a video not too long ago, and it looked like this girl was trying to get one up over her mother, but in the long run, mama, you wrong. At the end of the day, if your mother already done told you, son, you gotta respect that. It's the same way if your father would have asked you, son, you'd have had to respect that, Some of y'all are lucky again to be blessed with at least both parents or a parent. There are some people who don't have parents at all and would trade their life to be in your shoes just to have that comfortability of having both parents. Now, in the long run, again, blessed is he that has his own. Yeah, I understand that part. But in the same token, again, there are some cultures that believe that family should stay tight knit, whether it's in the same household or at least somewhere near each other, which is understandable. But if you're gonna be out of pocket, if you're gonna be disrespectful, if you're gonna just blatantly not care about anything that's being said just because you think you might be getting somewhat grown or because you think you hit 18, 19 that you're grown. Yo, you still under a roof. You still got to follow by rules and regulations. And I don't believe no daughter should be calling their mother sweetheart. I'm sorry. That was definitely rude and disrespectful. And then tried to play the victim. Yeah, the mother got rights to still put hands on you. I don't care how old you're getting because that is your mother at the end of the day. And if you are wild and disrespectful, you got to get checked. See, this is a common problem. They think once they start getting a little older, they can say and do whatever, even to the parents, and nobody's going to check it. Nah, some people are going to check it. Keith, what's going on? No doubt, bro. Much love from New York City, bro. You heard. And if you see somebody got blocked out, don't mind that. That's just a normal troll that comes in here every day that refuses to man up and say what they got to say. So, but nonetheless, it's crazy. And in all honesty, the mother had all rights, in my opinion, because yeah, you're not going to keep disrespecting me by calling me sweetheart when you came out of my womb. You know, I'm sorry. It's a lot of parents that are going to start checking a lot of y'all, especially when you think you just say and do whatever. If you feel you're that grown and you can't listen to authority, then you need to be on your own. It should not be no reason why your mother is telling you something and you still trying to go back and forth with her. Because I'm highly doubtful you would have went like that with your father. This is why I said we got to start having more common respect. James, what's going on, my guy? I hear you, bro. Shoot, I hear you. Shoot, I'm at work right now. I got called in earlier than expected, but it is what it is. Probably might be leaving earlier than expected. Um, but again, nonetheless, you young adults, teens, you need to start having more respect, especially for the parents that do love and care for you. Because if they didn't love and care for you, you would literally be out in the streets, or you would be in far worse situations, like we see some people. You gotta have a common respect to understand when somebody is telling you something for your own good, and you should listen. But in this day and age, again, and this is what I was saying, it's like she was recording this the whole time. Like, what was you trying to? What reaction was you really trying to get? You was trying to get the people to think that your mother was just you know, being rude and disrespectful, or she was just being aggressive and abusive. No, she was simply telling you what she needed to tell you and something that you need to hear. Regardless to if your name being on the lease, if she's telling you you need to get up and get your own, especially if you are not respecting the rules and regulations, that's just what it needs to be. You need to get up and go find something. World famous, what's going on, bro? Yo, hopefully you went and got that situated, Charlie. Because, like I said, I was telling you last time, and I'm gonna say it again. You injured, bro, or you feeling not too right. Get yourself checked out. That's anybody right now. Um, again, some people gotta learn to take accountability and responsibility, and that goes down to you, youngins too. Take accountability and responsibility. Mother, father, anybody that's a guardian of you, they telling you and they asking you get something, that's because they're tired of it. Whatever you're doing, you're continuously doing it, and you're disrespecting the household. That's just like if you know you gotta be in by a certain time. I don't care if you are a young adult, right? Charlie, stop being lazy and go take yourself, man. Don't matter. You're gonna have to take that, man. You're gonna make it worse. All right. I'm gonna tell you like I told my uncle. All right. You're gonna mess around, son, gonna fall apart on you, bro. I do not want to hear I told you so later. Told my uncle that a while back. Told him that by the shoulder. Keep crying about your shoulder. It's either a pinched nerve or something else. Go get checked out. I said, you'll be sorry when you try to lift something heavy and you mess your shit. Sure enough, mess the shoulder up. Not listening. When you know your body is kind of at his, go do what you gotta do, bro. Don't be stubborn. And Marianne, I hope you feel better too. I know, like a lot of y'all, I hope y'all feel better. Again, take care of your health. And try to get yourselves, healthy as possible and keep yourself healthy as possible. Um, yeah, but see, this is the thing again. If you're violating rules and regulations, because there are going to be rules and regulations. That's just like if they giving you leniency, the only thing they ask you to do is just respect the time frame. If that means don't come in all hours of the night, that's what it means. If it's a certain time they want you in the house, especially if you do got younger siblings, that's a respect right there. If they tell you to be in the house by a certain time, respect that. If you can't respect that, then you need to start searching for your own. And I would tell that to anybody. Y'all don't want to follow rules and regulations in somebody else's house and under their roof, then go find your own. This is what I'm saying. Like you gotta do a little bit better, man. Like I said before, your parents are not telling you a lot of stuff to be wet blankets. They telling you something for your own good and trying to give you an awareness and preparedness for life. And see, the way this girl was being disrespectful, it's only a matter of time that if she does have her own family, one of her kids will do the same thing she did to her mother. I've always believed certain karmas and certain things you do to parents, it comes back to you when you become a parent. Why set yourself up for that? Learn to have some respect and boundaries. That's just like if they say, listen, I don't care what you do as long as you in the house by a certain time. You in the house by no later than midnight, I bet. Like I said, if you got younger siblings, you are supposed to respect that. Because you come in the house all hours of the night making noise, whatever, whatever. You waking up and disturbing people. Have a respect because I'm quite sure you wouldn't want nobody while you sleeping coming in disturbing you. Or that's just like if they say, prime example, listen, I don't care if you got friends over at a certain time. I don't care if they stay late. But at a certain time, they got to cut down the noise and they got to cut down whatever, whatever. Respect that. If the parent is telling you they don't want no drinking in the house, respect that. You will get further in life. Trust me. Again, start taking accountability for your actions and stop pointing fingers. And honestly, I believe that type of disrespect anyway, especially talking to your mother like that. Now it could have got worse. Because essentially in the long run, your mother would have had all rights to do what she did to you because you were blatantly being disrespectful. You cannot sit here and expect somebody to respect you if you ain't respecting them. And then for you to say, well, I would have to call her. You're gonna call the cops for what? Because she's disciplining you? Like, are you serious? So you gonna try to call the cops to what? Say that she's abusing you when she's really just disciplining you? When she's really putting you in your place like she's supposed to as a parent because you're being disrespectful? Come on now. This is the part of entitlement right there. You know, this is that ill will as far as everybody feels entitled. And at some point, some of you parents got to stop giving too much of that. Stop giving too much leniency to a degree, or stop just giving them that notion that they are entitled to everything and that they can say and do anything because that's not the case. Some things in life, yes, you are entitled to, but there are other things you got to work for. So there is no entitlement. And if you're not showing any type of, grit to try to get up and go do something, no type of ground to go do something, then you're really saying a bunch of nothing. Again, blessings don't just fall in your lap. And when they do fall in your lap, that's because you done went out there and put the work in. You done took the necessary steps to get yourself where you need to get yourself. And so you'll have some people right now, prime example, you probably got some youngins right now who, if they did get placed out of the house, and even if they did find somewhere to go, first thing they'll say is, oh, my pops tripping, and they this, and that, and third, and they don't understand. Nah, it's not that they don't understand. It's you that don't understand. You were supposed to take that accountability regardless. There's no way you gonna tell me you entitled to disrespect your parents or you entitled to get out of pocket with anybody for that matter, and you don't get checked. And I'm sorry, but that's a common problem that some of y'all have. Y'all think it's cool to just blatantly disrespect people and nobody's gonna check you. Nah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna definitely happen because again, you know, you want respect, you gotta give it. Dee, what's going on, baby? Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. They will not take that accountability and say, "Damn, it's my fault." You know what? I see what happened. It was my fault. But again, I feel like this: if you're not applying yourself to life, neither, that's another. See, I give some of those families that stick to that culture as far as keeping family home and close knit. I understand those ones, but look, guess what? Almost every last one of them have something going on as far as they actually out doing something. They're not just sitting at home all day. They're not just on the phone or on the game or just out and about in the hood doing nothing. They actually doing something. So again, it's a sad statement, but you can't get mad when they decide they're getting tired of you. It's almost like you getting tired of somebody that's freeloading all the time. You're gonna get tired of that. And at some point you're gonna end up saying something. I don't know. It's really weird that you starting to get stuff like that too that's happening. And some of you youngins again, even if you are up there as far as you in age, you still gotta have respect for your parent. I don't care what you're talking about. Your mother could be 80 years old and you could be 40 years old. And you still gotta have a respect for 'em. I feel like this. It kind of should go that way. The way they took care of you and raised you, when it's time for them to get into their golden ages and they slowing down progressively. Hey, I got to do the same thing. Make sure your parents is good. Some of y'all really got to start getting more contact. Like some of y'all that do leave the nest, I grant that. You leave the nest, but make sure you still protect and watch out for the family. Make sure your mom's them is good. You know, even if you halfway around the world, at least come make some sort of visits or at least make the necessary phone calls to make sure everything is intact. You know, you don't want to be sitting there left in the loop. Then you get a phone call that one of your family members is gone or one of your family members got hurt. Gotta be strong about that. You know, again, not saying you can't branch off and do your thing, because some of y'all are doing your thing. But again, just make sure you're checking up on your parents. Same way they looked out for you, you need to be looking out for them. When they all getting to that age, yeah, you're gonna have to be closer by because you don't know what could happen. Facts, Keith. That's what I'm saying. And it's the truth. You have some people who are just strongly taking advantage of a situation, but again, some of y'all are lucky to have your parents. You got some people who would trade shoes with you just to have that parent just for that small time frame. You know, again, you are supposed to take the necessary steps in your life once you become a certain age. They prepared you for this, and now you have to start preparing yourself even more. But you know, hopefully this girl learned something. And I really hope there wasn't no cops called there neither, because again, at the end of the day, you can't try to call the cops on your mother when your mother is doing the right thing. Disciplining. She's showing you what it is. You want to play like you grown, so okay, watch this. And even if she did swing at the phone, it doesn't matter. It's the fact that you're sitting there recording, and 9 out of 10, you're probably smirking behind the camera or whatever, because this is what some of the things we don't see. We don't see if these people be smirking and antagonizing when certain things do happen. You know, and that's what I'm saying. It sounded like she probably was smirking a little bit, or she probably was trying to see if she was going to get her mother to go far off the deep end and try to prove a case on something. Nah, that's not the way to go, and that's not right at the end of the day. And I'm sorry. You shouldn't wait to learn the hard way. I'm sorry, not. You know, and seeing this is my thing. You'll feel that burn. You'll definitely feel that burn when something does happen, and then now you stuck for words. You don't know what to do. Well, your parent could have been the one that really held you down more than anybody, which they do. But then again, guess what? That could have been the parent that would have still helped you out regardless to what. Still would have went to bat for you. It is time to start taking better care of yourselves. Start taking better care of your parents, especially the ones that really care. Again, because I don't believe every kid is coming from not an impoverished background. I don't believe every kid is coming from a background that's a struggle. Just what's going on, baby? You already know if y'all just tuned in, the like button. And again, for those who just tuned in, apologies for the constant live changes. Glad that little whatever music festival it was is over. Drowned out everything. And then they started playing music that I know for a fact they're gonna give a copyright to, so I wasn't trying to go through that in the midst of all of that. And besides, I didn't want to see no petty dancing in the chat room while I'm trying to talk to y'all. So like I was just like, yeah, gotta be over soon. But it's over. I guess the rain finally told them to take their butts home. But they've been partying since this morning. I got home this morning and I got home at 6:30 this morning from work, and by 9:30 they was already sound testing and doing everything. So, but again, you parents, keep strong regardless to what's going on. The one thing a parent got to remember is that sometimes things are going to be out of their control. Now, if you got multiple kids, there's going to be at least one or two of them that's going to fall through the cracks, even as hard as you're trying. But then again, some of that is going to be on their decision. If they decide to still move around with a crew that they know is doing all sorts of dirt and shouldn't even be doing dirt at all, then yeah. And sometimes you're going to have to let it go. Oh, shoot. Who coming up in here shadow hugging? Oh, anti baby. Give me 1 second, baby. Welcome to the Eulogy family, baby. Sharonda, baby. Appreciate you, Anti, for joining the Eulogy family. What's going on, baby? Serious, what's going on, baby? But again, so, like I said, there's going to be some things that's going to be out of your control. If you want to look at it from a movie aspect, let's look at what was it, Jungle Fever. Look at Gator and look at Wesley Snipes' character. This one went on to do son as far as work, whatever. This one ended up being a whole drug addict to the point where he ended up got himself killed because you kept disrespecting and violating your parents. Now I can understand you was on that stuff, but that's the one thing you should always remember. I don't care what road in life you travel, you should always have the utmost respect for your parents. They brought you here. They raised you, they clothed you, they tried to do the best for you. You should have that utmost respect for them in any aspect in life. And even if it wasn't your parents that raised you, whoever raised you, guardian wise, you still supposed to have the utmost respect for them because they ain't have to do so. I don't care if it was your older brother, your sister, I wouldn't care who it was. You need to have the utmost respect for them because, again, in the long run, they didn't have to do whatever for you, but they did it because they loved you. Always remember that. There's a sad day and age again when you see videos like this, and then again, these kids are getting real disrespectful. Like, come on, man, stop disrespecting those who are taking care of you because they don't have to take care of you. They could literally toss you out in the street and let you fend for your own. But by law, especially some of y'all youngins, I'm speaking to some of y'all teens too, but some of y'all be wild. If your parents really didn't care, you would be out in the streets right now. You would probably be looking for the next meal or the next couple of dollars to come in your pocket. Your clothes, forget about it. If they was really like that, oh, trust me, it'd be that bad. No doubt, Marianne. Appreciate you, baby. Word, what's going on, my guy? See, you come in here with that ninja stuff. See, come here with that ninja stuff. Again, have love and respect because you got even grown-ups that would kill to at least have their parents back, at least just for that time frame, just to have a good talk and a conversation. And some of y'all taking this too far. I'm sorry. You're always supposed to have the utmost. Whoever raised you, whoever educated you, whoever tried to do the best for you and put you in the best positions, you are supposed to respect that and love that. I don't care what road you go. You could be the thuggest of all thugs, but you still got to have respect for somebody that raised you and really showed you proper love and attention. And this is the problem. Some of y'all think y'all not getting attention. Y'all getting the utmost attention. Some of y'all getting what? Some of y'all getting rewarded for bad behavior or just not doing anything specific like you're supposed to. Come on, man. Hood, what's going on, my guy? You know, again, it's a lot of y'all that are sitting there being blessed when you really shouldn't even be blessed at all. You're not keeping up with certain things. There's some of y'all that are not. You're not keeping up with schoolwork, not keeping up with the chores, not keeping up with just helping family when necessary. And even when you're doing certain things, you always expect a handout. It's not the way it's going to go sometimes. Now, if your parents was giving you allowances and stuff like that, yeah, that's because, yeah, you had to do some stuff around the house. But they was also teaching you the value of a dollar again. All right, look here, I need you to do this, do this, do this, and by the end of the week, I got you. And even if they didn't give you money, whatever you thought you was going to get, they got it for you. So either which way, you essentially won. So, you know, why put yourself in that type of hot seat? You know, be real with yourself. Again, you got people who are in foster systems that wish they had parents, especially if the parents are good. Some of them ain't getting, picked up right away. They not. Some people, after a certain age, they don't want to deal with nobody. They don't want to pick up on nobody, no teens, no none of that. So what does that tell you? Imagine if your parents decided they just got tired of dealing with you and they sent you off. What you gonna do then? You're gonna be sitting in the foster system, or you're gonna be sitting in the system, period, thinking somebody gonna come get you. Ain't nobody gonna come get you. And if they do, it be red. Because most people that want to deal with kids, even on an adoption level, they go for babies to no more than preteen, at least if I'm saying that. And if they do get anybody well over a certain age, you're only going to have them temporarily. So again, it's like you're not really doing much. Think about those kids who are going through the system from a baby till now. Really had no parents or really didn't have no stable parents to keep them. Y'all not thinking about that. There are people again that would kill to be in y'all positions, especially if y'all got good parents. Start showing them better. Start doing better. It's not that hard to do, trust me. But the problem is sometimes, again, we see things even getting presented on social media, and it's giving them this clear message that, oh, okay, you can do this if you want. Facts, Keith. And I can tell you from experience, I don't even got none of my parents. I wish I could have a conversation with one or both of them. So again, you got grown-ups that would even kill to have parents at least for that time frame, just to get a mental clarity on things. But it's not the case. And some of y'all again that are lucky, you should be given the utmost respect. And I'm gonna repeat that again, the utmost respect. Because they ain't have to give you none. They ain't have to give you no love, nor nothing. They could have been parents who was evil as hell, abusing you and doing everything else. They ain't. And again, hopefully that girl catches a reality check. Because in the long run, again, you stand in your mother's house regardless to what. Regardless if your name is on that lease. She's getting tired of whatever it is you're doing and you're not respecting it. So in that case, you need to get up and find your own. Can't be out all hours of the night. Can't be out here just not doing nothing either. Appreciate you, serious. That's what I'm saying. Some people don't understand that. Some people lose their parents young. So imagine how they feel. And they see people like you disrespecting or getting that crazy. No doubt, James. No doubt. I'm not gonna hold this all night neither. Hold on one second. I gotta find something out because I did want to support somebody. That I wanted to support a few people tonight. And my bad. I had to find something out. There's one or two people I wanted to support later, definitely. Um, but yet and still, again, got to get to that. Get to that honor level. You are supposed to honor and respect them regardless. They taking their time out to help build you and help you grow. And a lot of times they're gonna do certain things because again, that's just toughness. That's tough love. You're gonna need that sometimes because again, you're gonna have people that think just because you got a soft side that they can walk all over you. Again, they giving you beneficial steps for life. They're gonna also give you a lesson that sometimes people just ain't gonna tolerate, you know, irresponsibility or lack of work or lack of, any type of dedication. Again, I'm sorry, but it has to change. Some of y'all have to stop getting that notion that everything again has to just be about gimme, 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 gimme. No. Your parents are sitting there trying to set you up for something good, you know, you need to take those necessary steps. Again, nothing in life is going to always be given to you freely. And in the long run, again, you got to understand that they love you. They love you. Regardless to how you feel, they love you. Hold on, give me 1 second. I knew I was going to have to do this too, just to be on the safe side. You know, you know. But you know me, I always gotta do that, just in case we get one fool in here. We already had one that was missing me already, so you know. Oh shoot, I didn't even know Papa Will was live. Shout outs to Papa Will. Um, this is what I'm saying. You need it. You need some tough love because it's showing you and giving you a good lesson in life. But you also still got to show respect and honor and all in all compassion for those people who have been doing the right things by you. Period. Whether they immediate family or not. And you'll have some people that'll tell you if you're wrong. And see, that's even a problem too. You'll have some of your friends that don't agree with you being disrespectful or agree with you doing what you're doing. And you'll still get mad at them. You'll even get mad at them. Oh, what you know and why you even on your business. That shouldn't be the way you think. Because again, you're not taking accountability. You are literally disrespecting your parents. And some of your friends don't like that stuff. You might have some friends that don't like that and watch. They start pulling away from you because they don't want to see that. Tanya, what's going on, baby? That's what I'm saying. Take accountability. I'm speaking to you youngins again who are coming from good standards, coming from the good spots. Love and respect yourself and love and respect your parents. It's the least you can do. World is constantly changing while it's turning. But it should be changing for the worse. Again, it's time to start getting in tune with yourselves. You know what? My pops been doing this. You know what? This is now the third. I gotta do right by them. No doubt, bro. You already. Change the dynamic and the parameter. Because again, it's not right. It don't feel right when you disrespected somebody that birthed you and that loves you. And some of y'all again should take that into consideration. Because regardless to what, they still gonna feel the type of way regardless to what's going on in your life. They're gonna still have some love for you, but they ain't gonna be able. They're gonna have to love you from a distance. If you are moving the path where you're just doing nothing but criminal activity, you're getting to a point where it's no reasoning with you or talking with you. At some point, they're gonna pull away from you. They're gonna love you, but they're gonna pull far away from you because again, you are moving in the direction that they didn't raise you to move, and they can't be there. Could pick you up every time you fall. And I'm sorry. There are times that you fall and you refuse to get up. But don't think somebody gonna pick you up either. You gotta pick yourselves up. If you messed up, you gotta take whatever responsibilities and accountability and learn from that lesson there. Appreciate you for dropping those links, serious baby. Sometimes they're gonna say desperate times calls for desperate measures. But it shouldn't have to be that route in that case. Don't start acting wild crazy because you done turned the age of 18 and now you smelling yourself a little bit. Because at the end of the day, your parents are still going to be your parents. And they still going to be the main two that regardless to what happens in life, they going to always find some way to be your safety balance or your crawl back to true humbleness. Another thing I was going to say too tonight, and I see I'm going right back as far as the schools is concerned. Now, there's some situations again where it's going to be a two-way street. You might have a situation where you got certain teachers that are abusing the students or they're putting their hands on students. And then you're going to have this other one. You're going to have the kids always trying to attack and accost the adults. Now, I'm going to say this on both ends. I seen one video where the teacher admitted they had a bad day. And they admitted they shouldn't have even gone that far, but they was just on. And all it took was that spark. It took one kid to do something for him to go crazy. But we've seen situations where these people are probably stressed out because they dealing with this type of stuff. Got unruly kids in the classroom doing whatever they want to do. Nobody's checking them, accosting them, and every time you think to do something, there's a problem. And again, this is going to be a common problem right now. Teachers not respecting the students and vice versa. But then again, the teachers are getting upset with certain things too because some of them are coming in with the utmost respect and the highest, degree of learning. And they're being disrespected by kids that don't know half of what they need to know. And again, when you got parents that are not correcting that and checking that, that is becoming a grave problem. See, again, I believe a school system could be rebuilt and revamped from inside out. But again, it does take the right people, but it also takes the right type of, it takes the right type of boundaries. Like I could take your kid, but if I know your kid going to be that much of a problem with every day, we might have to put him somewhere, because again, there's a lot of other kids that are coming to school to learn. Not a lot of them, you know, need to be or want to be in the middle of all the drama. They want to just get through the school day and go home. Same thing with some of the teachers. They just try to get through the day, teach y'all what they got to teach y'all, and go home because they got their own things to deal with. And it should be a respect level regardless, because again, you don't know what that teacher's going through. You don't know what, you know, you don't know what's going through their mind. And again, y'all should have respect for those who are actually trying to teach you. Now, again, I don't see why some of y'all just don't believe in respecting each other, period. So I'm going to start really getting back to that. 'Cause that's going to be a problem in the future. And at some point, we're going to keep getting videos like that. Or we're going to keep hearing things like that. Just have an honor and respect for anybody that's doing right by you, teaching you something and helping you grow as an adult or helping you grow as a human being. That's the way it should be looked at. Again, start finding your common goals that you want, your common achievements that you really want to achieve, and make those happen. And I believe no matter what you do become in life, if you are on the straight and narrow, no matter what direction you go in life, I believe your parents will always be happy and always cherish the fact that they raised an astonishing kid, you know, even through adversity. Because again, it's not easy for them to raise kids. And that's what you youngins have to understand. It's not easy for them to raise you and try to keep everything in motion. Keeping a roof over the head, making sure y'all got food on the table, making sure you got clothes on your back, making sure if you got trips and stuff like that, that is paid for. They paying for other things, graduation things, so on and so forth. Not easy. Dealing with emergency and unnecessary dramas. It's enough to take in. And then let's take this into consideration too. The fact that they are sacrificing a majority of their own, personal time to try to make sure you're good. There are some parents that wish to God they didn't have kids only because they missed that type of being free and being able to do things. But then again, they still sacrificed and they still did what they had to do. And as selfish as they wanted to be, they did. So again, be lucky that you in a situation where your parents just decided not to be, irresponsible with you. They took accountability and they're doing their best to raise you. And the link is pinned in case anybody want to chime in. Um, just wanted to chime in for the night though. Um, definitely want to chime in on that because again, there's just too much going on and it's starting to get sickening there. Again, start respecting and loving your parents. But you got to remember this too. Where would you be at if they didn't care about you? That's something that's y'all should be asking yourselves day in. You know, I think once y'all get a better understanding again of what's more important in life, oh, trust me, it won't be as bad. You'll be able to make your parents proud. And again, sometimes they're gonna do certain things. You might feel they being a wet blanket, but they really not. They are doing something that's gonna help you grow beneficially, but also grow spiritually. You're gonna need that. Mayhem, what's going on, baby? You already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. But yeah, you gotta love yourself, love what's being brought to you. If you got parents that love and care for you, it's only right that you do good by them. It's only right that you at least try to uphold yourself to the highest standard. Some of them are going to want you to do better than them. That's why they do the things they do. And it might sound weird, but it's really not. I want you to be better than anything. Everything is good, mayhem. Mine is getting called into work earlier than expected, but everything's cool. Been raining most of the day. Look like it's gonna be raining most of the night again too. Should be another smooth one. But again, yet and still, you gotta understand. At these crucial times right now, you gonna want to be the best. Your parents are gonna want you to be the best and do the best because again, they see something in you. They see something that you probably don't see. And if sometimes they are pushing you for certain things, it's only because again they feel that's a talent that could be beneficial for you. If they ain't forcing it on you, but they just telling you or giving you the idea of, look, maybe you should be trying to do this. I think you got a real good passion at this. I think you really have a good settling for this. Maybe this could be your ticket in life for whatever it is you're trying to do. Don't think they just trying to force something on you. No. That's just like if you know you're an excellent writer and they telling you maybe you should enter one of your poetries or enter one of your things into a contest. They telling you that because they see something. Again, you want to have people that see something in you that not most people are, and you might not even see it. Oh man, my fault. That's crazy. But I ain't got to worry about that. I don't work that day. My bad. Looking at an email. My fault. But yeah, they see something in you that you might not even see. So respect it. Don't think that somebody's trying to change you or think that somebody's trying to overrule you. No, that's not the case. They are trying to give you something that you should look at. Because again, you might have a hidden talent, and if they realize it and you ain't realizing it, guess what? They gonna bring it to the light. Some people would think that, oh, you ain't supposed to live a modest life. Nah, you supposed to at all costs. Prime example, if you know you great with teaching with musical instruments, why not teach people that's trying to learn instruments? It's nothing wrong with doing that. You're giving back. You're giving back the best thing possible. You're giving back, opportunity for somebody to excel and grow, especially if they're good with instruments. But all in all, yet I digress though. Oh man, my fault. Yeah, I know I was wrong. Shouts to Papa Will though. And also shouts to Cole. I see a couple of notifications too. Some good people. Like I said, definitely some good people. And I appreciate you for dropping those links, serious baby. Look at my little super mod right now going crazy. See, prime example, I'm gonna use me for an example. When I was in high school, don't get it twisted. I tried to avoid everything music wise. Not gonna lie to you, from elementary to high school, it didn't matter how hard I tried to mask or I tried to get rid of that notion of, oh, he got a talent. Always found myself in a damn music class. Always found myself in one of these musical programs. When I was in high school, it was worse though. Because I figured, I said, all right, besides the people that know me, don't nobody else know me. So they ain't gonna have to worry about nothing. They might not ask for nothing. My music teacher, and I never forget her. She definitely seen something in me that I didn't even see. Cause I was just playing around with it. I wasn't going hard with certain things, but she definitely seen something in me. And all it took that day for her to even see that was the fact that she read one of the songs that I was writing. And see, at that point, it wasn't even a song. I was just writing down a whole bunch of thoughts. Just writing a whole bunch of thoughts, but also writing some experiences about the day or whatever, whatever. She happened to run down on me. Look at you. She was like, this right here is something I feel you should put out there. And I should have listened, but I didn't. She wanted me to put something out there because it seemed like it would have got national attention. But see, I wasn't for all of that. Didn't need it. Again, I'm young and dumb. I ain't worried about that. I'm worried about getting through the school day and going on. Now, see, when she said, this is a great song, why haven't you published this? I said, that's not a song. That's just my thoughts. She was like, it is a song. You just got to piece it together the way a song would be pieced together. I looked at her and laughed for a minute because I'm like, I know how to write a song and all of that. You just don't know that that's really just a paper full of my thoughts and views and opinions about whatever's going on for that day or that week. But yet and still, she forced me to turn it into a song, which it did. Some people see things. She says not just you got musical talent, the fact that you was able to put that together and I still told her I did not put nothing together. That was just me writing my thoughts and opinions. It might have went like a flow, but that was just me voicing my opinion on the day. That was basically me getting out whatever I need to get out, frustration wise. It turned out into a good song. So sometimes people are gonna see things before you see it. They might end up telling you, "Look, do this. Seem good." That's what I'm saying. Saying, when people do invest in you one way or another, that's a good feeling. But when people are trying to uplift you and they see something that's definitely good, got to take that into consideration. See, I never took that into consideration about what she was saying. And when I went in my book later on that evening when I got home, I did realize I had everything in my book mixed up. I had pages of just, my straight thoughts and aggressions and everything else. And then I had my pages where I had actual song formatted songs. So when I looked at the pieces that I had that wasn't really pieces, they was just thoughts. I revamped, did some of those things, and when I tried to do the little thing at one point, I had a lot of people like, damn, son. I felt that. I even had one I was writing for an ex-girlfriend that passed away. And all of that was just emotions. I didn't have it in song, well, I didn't see it in song format. I just seen it as everything I was writing down, how I was feeling, and where I was at with it. But when I broke it down and I fixed it, I went into a booth one day, one of my peoples, and I brought that out. They really felt it. They definitely felt that. When I see the toughest dude in the room crying, and he actually the toughest dude in the room, yeah, that means it's set somewhere. Again, you got to see your vision and see it clearly. We building. What's going on, my guy? You got to see your vision clearly. You know, I don't like to see people quitting on themselves. You got to take that into consideration. Some people don't want to see you quit. Some people are going to push you to the limits only because they see greatness coming out of you. Just like for those who think they got a tough coach or they got a tough whatever. No, they might be tough on the outside, but they really doing something that's beneficial for you. It's going to help you grow. It's going to give you mental toughness. What the hell is that? Never mind. That wind blowing all the garbage now. My bad. I appreciate you, Sirius. This is a long time ago. Like I said, I was still in high school. But that music teacher seen a few things. I was mad because she always tried to put me on the spot too. And I think it was because out of everybody in that music class, don't get it twisted. There was a couple people in there that actually was just as talented as me. One was actually, in my opinion, well better than all of us, but yet and still, she always came to me, so it was obviously something. You know, I think it was just because the way I was always I was bringing a certain magic to anything that I was doing, without even noticing that I was bringing a magic. So, again, some people will see things that you ain't see. Like one day, I was wondering why she kept trying to put me in the lead position for a specific song. Then when that opportunity came, I see why she did it. And honestly, I respected that because that felt good. If any time you can come in not expecting too much of a whatever, not expecting too much of a crowd pop, because people don't know you. People just know you're coming from a different school to come perform something. So again, I wasn't even expecting none of that. For a whole crowd to go crazy, even to the point of jumping on stage before somebody could finish what they had to finish, that was a sheer sign that she did that purposely because she seen that type of reaction happening. And that was a confidence booster. Even though I was already kind of confident in what I was doing, and like that was even more of a confidence booster. That let me know that regardless to what, if some people put you in certain positions, they putting you in certain positions for a reason. You know, or they trying to set you up for the best opportunities. But I'm telling you, it's a lot of things that you could still do in life. And I'm speaking to you youngins again that are coming from the good home standpoint. Don't be afraid to grow and elevate. Don't be afraid at all. No, again, love yourself. And even if it's a random stranger, prime example, that seeing something and is telling you something, you might look at them like they weird, but they see something in you that you need to see. Again, you got some people who, because of bad situations, they not where they want to be at in life. And you shouldn't have to worry about that part neither. You shouldn't have to worry about, damn, I shouldn't have did this. I could have been where I needed to be. I should have listened to this person. Maybe I'd be in a better position. Again, the thing to remember for some of y'all, you're gonna take some wins and losses in life. But with those losses do come great lessons. And with each victory, you set a milestone, even if it's a small one. But this is what I'm saying. Cherish every moment that you have with your parents. Cherish every moment that is grand and great. And again, don't sell yourself short in life. You're gonna have people that are always gonna believe in you and they're gonna want you to be your best. But just remember, if you moving at your worst, that's when those people will move away from you. And for some of y'all, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You might think it's cool to be alone, but it's not. Because what's the use of celebrating a milestone victory in your life when you have nobody to really celebrate it with? Gotta think about that. Make sure you're not burning bridges with the wrong people. Make sure you just keeping it a buck with people. And that's a problem right now. Again, you got to start being more real with yourselves and be real with the fact that, again, you are here for a specific purpose and it's time to make something happen. Again, if you got parents who are trying to push you in that right light to do so, then hey, the only thing you can do is go up from here. But again, you youngins should not be disrespecting as far as talking to your parents any old type of way. You can't talk to your parents like they just any old kid or anybody else in the street. Because again, at some point, you will get humble. You know what it is, I believe, is because some of these kids are seeing other kids that are blatantly disrespecting their parents and getting away with it. Parents not checking them. Yeah, you screaming, but you not checking them. The minute your kid call you a B, you supposed to be on deck, hands whooping. I'm sorry, because you're not going to call me out of my character. And if nobody's calling you out your character and disrespecting, come on now. See, and some of y'all getting away with it because again, some of y'all coming from parents that they try not to do the whole physical discipline. But I would say in certain cases with some of you parents, you're gonna have to physically discipline your kids if they ain't listening. And if they definitely cursing you out or coming at you any old type of way, nah, you gotta check that. Because if not, guess what? They're gonna continue to do so. But some of that is happening too, because some of y'all parents are allowing your kids to do whatever from the time they're young. So now when you getting older, well now when they getting older and you trying to chastise and correct it, it's too late already. It's just like you letting your kids stay out all hours of the night and now all of a sudden you want to implement a curfew. They gonna laugh at that. They gonna look at you and laugh. Or they ain't even gonna do nothing. They just gonna continue to do what they've been doing. They ain't gonna take no necessary nothing. They're just gonna do what they've been doing. 9 out of 10, they're gonna have an argument with you about that too. How you trying to chastise me or trying to put a thing on something when you been letting me do this? Come on, pops, get up out of here. Come on, moms, get up out of here. That's exactly how it'll be. But then again, I always said this too for some parents: when your kids feel like they ain't gonna respect anything that you are saying, regardless to what time you trying to check something, then they gotta go. So that's it. Because once you feel you too big, and once you feel like you ain't gotta do much, no, you gotta go then. But I just wanted to give a little inspirational tonight. Because again, I wasn't gonna go as hard, and I have a few people I actually wanna support tonight. Um, but again, hopefully some of y'all getting this message. Because yeah, this is for the kids. This is for the teens. So this will be a general video staying up. I know which ones to keep up and which ones not to keep up. The majority of these are gonna tell you straight up. It's time for a change. The hell is this dude doing? You can't. It's always gotta be one. Why y'all can't just go home and it's raining? Yeah, this is another reason why I'm at to cut this short too. Because I feel like I'm still gonna get some stupidity, even though the weather is messed up. But again, you youngins, just be prepared. When you think you're gonna do certain things in life, at some point, is you're gonna get shut down. And if you think you're gonna keep disrespecting your parents, especially if they're doing the utmost for you, at some point you're gonna get checked. Universal law of respect. Remember that part. You have to have respect with yourself, the people around you, and your parents. Especially if you do want respect. Nah, you good, bro. You good. Like I said, there's a couple people I really wanted to support, and I ain't know they was all live, but I forgot. Some of y'all are 3 hours behind me, so. But I wanted to really mostly just chime in on this though. Um, and again, apologies for those. Today just been one of those days. I ain't gonna lie. I partly slept half of my day away, even while the noise was going on. Slept part of my day away, and couldn't really do much anyway earlier too with all that. So I think tomorrow I'll be able to give y'all the triple play like I want to. So definitely be back for that good old morning chat. Since it's Sunday, I think I'm digging in the crates tomorrow, so we're gonna definitely put that into motion. But nonetheless, hopefully whoever comes across this gets the general notion and the message. Again, you have people who would kill to be in your position, especially if you got good parents or good guardians that are doing right by you. The worst thing you could do is, damage your life and damage the rest of your life by making irrash decisions or just moving along with the wrong people. Your parents are doing things for you because they want to see better by you. And if you're not going to get into that, then you definitely have lost all respect and you lost sight of the clear picture at hand. They don't want to see you locked up. They definitely don't want to see you shot up, and they definitely don't want to see you killed. They definitely don't want to see you sitting in the wheelchair or possibly having life injuries that could mess you up for life. They love you. The most you can do is love them back and respect them. If they still allowing you to be in the house, even well after the age of 18. You're supposed to have a respect level for that. So whatever they might ask you to do it. I always believe when you disrespect your parents in all angles, you set yourself up for the wrong type of karmas. And those karmas are definitely you're gonna feel it in the long run. Now it might be a situation where you need your parents, and guess what? You burn the bridge with them, or they just gonna tell you no. We told you how to do this, or we already explained to you what was what, and you didn't listen. So again, don't set yourself up for that hurt and failure. We build it. I ain't messing with you, bro. Nah, but it's the truth though. It is time to see the light, see the better picture. So again, your parents don't necessarily have to be bothered at all. And be glad again that you got good parents and not evil, wicked parents. Because we seen those type of stories. We seen what happened with those kids. Those kids wish they had your parents, loving, caring, and wanting to see them do good. Those kids will never be able to tell a story because they laying in them graves or they are cremated. But again, it's up to you to see that picture. It's up to you to come to the realization again that things in life is never going to be easy, but they shouldn't be hard neither. Again, essentially, the ball is in your court. Yeah, you got your parents coaching you, which is the truth. Yeah, you got your parents coaching you, but essentially, the ball is in your court. You're the one that's on the basketball court. You're the one that has to make the decision. Do you pass the ball up? Do you shoot? Do you set up for defense? Do you do what you got to do? Do you want to win the game or do you want to lose? If you choose the route to lose in that game, you're going to feel it. But if you decide to make the right decisions, the right calls, and the right plays, you can win that game. Again, yeah, you're going to take monumental losses. That's going to give you great lessons in life. And it's also going to give you great tools for building. But those victories definitely are going to feel way better. So just remember that part. I ain't messing with you, Tanya. Don't start your madness. You know what? You know what? Since you a member now, I gotta give you one of these again. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I'm not gonna be doing that to me. And take that too, we Bill. Nah, to give y'all one for the eulogy family. You already know what it is though. But yeah, I'm telling y'all this right now. Again, love and respect your parents. Love and respect your life. And try to live the best life that you can. Try to put something grand in your life so your parents will be proud of you. You know? I think it'd be the worst thing if they knew they was going to their graves and knew that they kids just didn't want to do nothing in life. I think it hurt them even worse if they really feel like they did the best they could and you just never took the ball into your own hand and made something happen. So again, it is up to you youngins to get it together. But I wasn't gonna hold y'all long. I still got a couple of people I gotta support. And now that it did stop raining, let me try to get some work out the way. But again, we gonna definitely be back in the morning. Gonna be talking about a few things and just chopping up on some Sunday wrap up. Um, and on top of that, I am gonna be digging in them crates, baby. Digging in them crates tomorrow afternoon, definitely. And one of these part twos could be coming tomorrow, so the panel will be open in case anybody want to jump in on it. Again, the thing to remember for you youngins again, it is time for y'all to take the torch. Take that torch and actually move to your highest potential in life. Don't let nobody stunt your growth. Try to do the best, not just for yourself, but do the best for your parents because they did the best for you. And again, I firmly believe that much as they took care of us when we were younger, when they get older, we have to take care of them and make sure that they're comfortable. Because again, they might not be here forever. And if they are here, at least to see grandkids and great grands, when they do get of a golden age, you want to make sure they're at their most comfortable stages in life. But you also got to make sure you have a strong will and determination to keep the ball moving even after they're gone. Just because your parents might not be here in the physical, and I'm speaking to those who don't have their parents. Just because your parents might not be here in the physical, that don't mean they're not here with you spiritually. That don't mean they're not watching over you. So again, you will want to try to move your life the best way possible for them. Make them happy. That's all you can really do is make them happy. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. Let me start getting myself together. Again, hopefully everybody who came across this, share this out. I think this is a grand message for a lot of you young folks out there. Love and respect the people who are doing the best for you. It's not rocket science, but it shouldn't be a detriment to you neither. It definitely shouldn't be no disrespect behind it. And just get behind the people who are getting behind you and do right by them. That's it. You get to understand that, you'll definitely be in a better position in life. And again, I want to shout out to all the eulogy members. I was trying to do something this morning, but again, the rain impacted everything. But let's see how this happens tomorrow. Hopefully, it don't rain all day tomorrow. Was going to try to get a couple more little things, probably an upload or a live, one of the two. Like I said, I definitely got things I want to start putting more into use, and I will. But again, hopefully, some of y'all got something out of this. No, we don't know how long we granted on this earth once we get here. But while you are here, try to make something better. Try to make something grand. Show the world, but also show the people that love and care for you that you're more than just a diamond in the rough, that you built for life, built tough. And you know that no matter what life presents you and throws at you, you're going to be able to get through it. And that man upstairs put no obstacles in your way that he feels is too much for you to bear. And when it is too much for you to bear, you just got to give it back to the energy and give it back to the world. Things that are out of your control, and I want the youth to understand this too. Things that are out of your control, they're just out of your control. Most you could do is pray and keep moving forward. And that's like that with anybody. you know. But definitely appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. And again, hopefully this gets shared out. Um, I'll definitely be back in the morning, and we gonna wrap it up again. So if y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. For everybody that was in attendance tonight, y'all already know that love is love and it'll be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I can do is give you real. That's all I'm gonna do is give you real topics and real bills. Like I said, we'll see you in the morning for the morning wrap up and chat. And we're definitely gonna have a fun day tomorrow. So y'all stay safe, keep that third eye open. I'll see some of y'all in these streets tonight. And to the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.